Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to add the feature of stories under the social. Now, the user shall be able to add stories under his feed, also view other people's stories. This is going to be an exclusive feature of the social that you won't get on any other courses yet. So I hope you will be enjoying it as I have much enjoyed it while coding it. So before that, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. This channel shall provide you all the premium and best content over Flutter that you may not get anywhere else. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. Also please hit that like button to the start so that the YouTube algorithm shall be knowing that we have added a cool new feature. So if you are done that, we are good to go. So first of all, we can move under our project folder, and here under our screens, let's create a new folder for entire stories. So here let's add a folder of stories. Under this stories, first of all, let's create a new file for the entire widget. So for that, I can simply write here stories.dart. We shall be creating one more file for all the widgets handling over the particular stories. So for that, I can simply write stories widgets.dart, and we shall be creating one more file for the helper. So here let's have stories helper.dart. So once we have gotten all of the three files, we can go under our helper, and here let's have a new class of stories helper. Alright, not helper but helper. We should be extending with chain notifier. Are used to think. Alright, a chain notifier. So once we have done this, let's go under our main file and create the following chain notifier provider under our main tree. So here I can simply copy this and paste it here. But here let's have the class of stories helper. Easy. Now once we have done this, let's close it up and let's go under our main stories. So here first of all, I shall be having a stateful widget. So here let's have a stateful widget of stories itself, and here under this, instead of having a container, let's have a scaffold. Easy thing. So once we have done this, now let's log in under our application. So once we are logged in under our application, you may see under our main feed we have our entire body. Now we need to create here a small rectangle that is a container of handling all the stories of all the users. So for that purpose, we can go under our main feed, that is our folder of main feed, and here under feed helpers, if you observe, we have all the single child scroll view, and the following single child scroll view contains a following column. So here under this column, I shall be having a one more container. So here let's have a container for carrying all of the following stories. Now the following container shall be having somewhat decoration. So here let's have a decoration for a box decoration, and under the following box decoration, first of all I shall be having a color. So here let's have a color of constant colors of dark color. Also let's have somewhat border radius. So for border radius, I can have border radius dot circular, and under circular let's have a 12 one. And once we have done this, let's have somewhat height and width. So for height, I can simply write here a media query because we need a responsive design. So here let's have a media query dot of the following context, and from this let's gather up the height to the size, and let's multiply it from 0.6, that is 0.06, and after that let's have somewhat width. So for width, I can simply write media query dot of for context of size for a width, the entire width. So once we have done this, let's have the children of our entire container, not the children but the child. So here under our child, we should be having all the stream builder, that is a stream of all the query snapshots from the Cloud Firestore. But for now we don't have any stories, that is collection of stories under our Cloud Firestore, so it should be null for now. So here let's format document first. Alright, so we have our container here. So now what I can simply do one thing, that is go down somewhat at our this container, and let's make it of padding from top for only 2. Alright, let's make it of 4, and after that let's have somewhat padding to our entire story container from everywhere. So once we have done this, we are good to go. So now once we have our placeholder for all the stories, let's upload somewhat stories. So here let's get rid of feed helpers. So now what I can simply do is simply go under profile, and here now after pressing over our own profile, that is circle avatar, we should be able to add stories. So for that purpose, we can go under our own profile somewhere between here. So let's move under our profile. Easy. So first of all, let's go under a header profile, and under a header profile we have our circle avatar. So what I can simply do is refactor the following circle avatar under a gesture detector. Easy. And also refactor the following circle avatar one more time under a stack. So here I can have a stack. So format document once. So I can remove the following circle avatar from here. and under my stack I can have all the children. So under the children at the top of our stack, you should be having a circle avatar, and after having the following circle avatar, it should be having a plus sign indicating that the user can able to upload stories by after pressing over the following gesture detector. So for that, after having the following circle avatar, I shall be having a position widget. So under this position, I shall be simply having an icon. So here I can simply have an icon from font of some icons for a plus, easy for a plus circle. Let's have somewhat color to it. So here let's have color of constant colors of white color. Format document first, and here let's have somewhat position to it from top of 90, also from left from 90. Now let's take it in action. Format document once, easy. So we have our plus icon here. So now we can simply do one thing. After having the following gesture editor, add here a property of on tap, and here on tapping over it, we should be able to add stories, easy thing. So now let's add the feature of adding stories. So for that purpose, we can go under our story helper, initiate all of the actions regarding for adding the stories. So for that purpose, first of all, we shall be requiring picker for picking up the image that the user shall be able to upload under stories. So for that, let's have a new final variable for a picker that should be equal to image picker, our usual thing. And once we have done this, let's have the entire method for picking up the image. So for that, I can have a new future method for select, alright, select story image, and under the following thing, it will be requiring a build context for a context, and after that it should be also requiring an image source, alright, image source for source. And once we have done this, let's make the following process to be asynchronous. So once we have done the following process to be asynchronous, let's have a final variable for pick story image, and the following pick story image shall be simply awaiting, not minus but awaiting for picker, that the following object instance of image picker dot get image, and under the following source I can provide the source from the argument. So once we have done this, let's have a pick story image. If the following thing is null, we shall be simply printing up any statement, let's say error or any sort of thing. Else we can simply assert the following story image to be a new image, that is a file. So for that purpose, I can have a new file for story image, alright, a story image. Let's import a dependency of Dart.io, easy thing. So once we have done this, I can simply say story image should be equal under a file for pick story image dot path, easy thing. And once we have done this, let's have a getter for the file as well. So here let's have file get story image, that should be amplifying over story image. So once we have done this, let's have other process as well. So here we should be simply asserting that the story image, alright, the story image should not be equal to null. If the following thing is not equal to null, we shall be having our method for simply displaying the following story image to the user, so that he should be able to upload the following story image. Else we shall simply do one thing, print any statement, let's say print error. So now let's create a new method for simply previewing the following story to the following user. So for that purpose, let's create a new widget under our story widget. So for that, I can have a new class first of all for story widgets. So under the following story widgets, first of all we shall be having a new widget for previewing the story. So here let's have a new widget for preview story image, easy thing. And under this, first of all let's have a build context for a context, and after that it should be also requiring a file for story image, alright, image. I am bad at spellings, no worries. Let's import the following Dart.io, and once we have done this, under this let's return a show model bottom sheet. It will be taking a context for a context, alright, a context, and after that it will be also requiring a builder. But before that, let's import the following bottom sheet from material library, and here let's have a builder for context. So once we have done this, format document first. So here under the following builder, I can simply return a container, our used to thing. So under my following container, first of all let's have somewhat height and width. Also let's have somewhat width for media query dot of for size of width, easy, 2 extra commas. So once we have done this, let's have somewhat decoration for a box decoration. So under decoration, first of all let's have a color for constant colors. Alright, we need constant color first of all. So here let's have a final instance of constant colors for a constant colors to be equal to constant colors. Alright, constant colors. And once we have done this, let's have here a constant colors, a dark color. And once we have our decoration, let's have a child. So under our child, first of all I shall be having a stack. So under my stack, first of all let's have all the children. So under my children, first of all I shall be having a big container for previewing the following image. So here first of all let's have an height and width of same height and width of our entire big container. So here under this let's have our child. So under our child I can have image dot file, and under the file I can have the file of story image. So let's paste it up here. And once we have done this, let's have other widgets as well. So after having the following big container, I can have a position widget. So under my position widget, first of all let's have a child to it as in a form of a container. So under my container I shall be having all of the following children, but before that let's have somewhat position to it from top for 700. So here under my container, first of all let's have a width for media query dot off for size of width, and after that let's have child to it, child as in a form of row for consisting of two different buttons for uploading the following image or reselecting the following image. So here let's have somewhat main axis alignment for main axis alignment of space evenly. Easy thing. So here under my following children, I shall be having two different floating action buttons. So here let's have first of all a floating action button. Let's have somewhat hero tag to it for reselect image, and here let's have somewhat background color for constant colors of red color, and after that let's have somewhat child to it, not somewhat but only child to it for icon. So here under icon I can have font or some icons, and from this I can simply have a backspace one. You can have any sort of icon as you like. So here let's have constant colors of white color. Easy thing. And once we have done this, let's have an onPress property to be null for now, no worries. And here we can simply copy the entire floating action button from here and paste it here. But here I can simply say confirm image to be the following hero tag, and here let's have a check icon. Easy thing. But here let's have a different color. So here I can be having a different color of a blue color. So once the following thing is done, let's see the following thing under action. So for that we can go under back, and here let's have the following initialization of final story widgets. For a story widgets should be equal to story widgets, not helper but widgets. So here under this I can simply say story widget dot preview story. Easy thing. So once we have done this, if the following story image is will be not equal to null, we will be simply having the following widget of show, that is preview story image, having a context and the image to be a story image. So once we have done this, let's notify all the listeners. Easy thing. So now once we have our entire method for selecting the following story image, we will be simply having one more method for uploading the following image under our Firebase storage. So for that purpose, let's have a new future method for upload story image. So under this it will be requiring a build context for a context. Let's make the following process to be asynchronous, and here first of all let's have a reference for image reference, and the following image reference shall be amplifying over Firebase storage dot instance dot ref, and from ref let's have a child under a path. So here under my path, first of all I shall be having a path under a folder of stories under my Firebase storage, and here first of all let's have a dollar quotation for a following path. So here let's have get story image. So here let's copy the following thing, paste it here dot path, and after that we shall be also requiring somewhat time thing. So here let's have timestamp dot now. So once we have our entire path, we shall be having an upload task. So for that let's go at the top and create a final upload task for image upload task. Easy thing. Alright, let's remove the final from here. Cool. So once we have done this, we can simply come down here, and here let's have image upload task should be equal to image reference dot put file. Alright, dot put file, and under my file I shall be simply having a file from get story image. Easy thing. And once we have done this, I can simply await for image upload task dot when complete. I shall be simply printing up a new statement. So here let's have a new statement for print story image uploaded. Easy thing. And once we have done this, I can simply get the reference of the image reference, and after getting the following reference, let's have get download URL, and from then I can simply get up the value under a form of a URL, and here let's have a semicolon. So here under this I can simply first of all declare the following URL under a new variable, not statement. So here let's have a new string. Alright, a new string. Let's have a getter for it as well. So here let's have a string get image URL, that should be equal to story image URL. Easy thing. So for that purpose I can simply have story image URL should be equal to URL, and once we have done this, we shall be simply printing up the story image URL. Easy thing. And after that I shall be simply notifying all the listeners. Easy thing. So once we have done everything from here, let's check the following thing under action. So for now what we can simply do is go back under our entire story widgets, and here on after confirming the following image, I can simply have provider dot off for a context of story helper, and here let's have listen property for the following thing to be false, and after that I can simply say upload story image. Easy thing. Else we can simply say to select the following story image one more time. So for that I can copy the following thing one more time, and here I can simply say select story image, but here we don't need this. So now once we have done this, let's create a new widget for simply selecting the following story either from our gallery or from our camera. So here let's have a new widget for add story. It will be requiring a build context for a context. Easy. And here let's return a show model bottom sheet. Easy thing. Let's have a context, also a builder for it. So here under builder let's return a new container. So under my following container, first of all let's have a height for media query dot off for size of height into 0.1. Also let's have a width for the entire width of media query. So once we have done this, let's have somewhat decoration for a box decoration. So under box decoration, first of all let's have a color for constant colors of dark color. After that let's have somewhat border radius. Alright, a border radius for border radius of only, and under only let's have radius from top left and also from top right. So here first of all we can go under top left, and here let's have a radius dot circular of 12, and also same thing goes for our top right. So for that let's have radius dot circular of 12. Alright, circular of 12. So once we have done all of our decoration, let's have a child to it. So here under child I can have a new column. So under my column, first of all let's have a first child to be a divider. Under my divider let's have somewhat thickness of 4. Also let's have a color for constant colors of dark color, and here I can simply refactor the following divider under a padding, and here let's have padding from symmetric, and now let's remove the horizontal, and here let's have horizontal for 150. And once we have our entire divider and also a padding, let's have an entire row for consisting of two different buttons. Alright, let's have a new children for a material button. So under material button, first of all let's have a child to be a text, and under text let's have a child to be gallery. Let's have somewhat styling to it for a text style, and under following text style let's have somewhat color for constant colors of white. Also let's have font size of 16, not 160 but 16. Let's have a font weight for a font weight of bold. So once we have done this, we can go at the top and have somewhat color to it for constant colors of blue color. So once we have done this, we should be having our on press property. So here under our on press property, for our gallery we can simply have a provider dot off for a context of story helper, and from this let's have listen property to false, and after that we can simply select our story image. Easy thing. Now here it will be requiring a context and a source. So for source I can simply have image source dot gallery. Easy thing. And here we can have our when complete phrase, and here when complete I can simply say navigator dot pop. Easy thing. So once we have done this, copy the entire material button and paste it one more time, but here let's have a camera thing, and here let's have a source for a camera. So now let's test it out. So for testing it out, we can go under our profile Alright, not in profile but in helper. And here on tapping over the following gesture detector, I can simply say for entire story widgets. But before that, let's have a final instance of story widgets. For a story widgets, that should be equal to all the story widgets. And here on tapping over it, I can simply say story widgets dot add story. Easy thing. So here if you observe, we have our entire widget of add story. So now let's test it out. So now after pressing over this, alright, let's have somewhat main axis alignment to our entire row. So here let's have main axis alignment. For main axis alignment of space evenly. Also let's have a different divider color of white color. Also let's do one thing, remove the following navigator.pop for now. So now let's test it out one more time. So here after going under gallery, let's select the following image. Alright, we need to increase the following size of our entire container. So here for that purpose, let's go at the bottom for preview story image. And here let's have scroll control property to true. Easy thing. Now let's test it out one more time. Gallery. So we have our entire story thing here. That is, we have simply two different buttons for simply reselecting the following image or also uploading the following image under our Cloudflare store, that is Firebase storage. So for now, after pressing over this, nothing is happening for now. So now let's go here under on press property and add somewhat properties. So here on pressing over it, we should be also doing one thing, add the following story one more time. That is the entire widget of selecting the following story. And here after thing on upload story image, let's check it out one more time. So for that, if you see, we have our entire statement here. So now let's check our debug console whether we are able to upload the following URL, that is image. So here after pressing over this, so for that purpose we can go back. Let's check our debug console. And here if you observe, we have our entire story image uploaded, because after pressing over the following button, we are also getting our entire URL. Congratulations, we have done a great job. So now once we have done the following thing, we need to add one more thing under our entire upload story image method, that is upload the following data under Cloudflare store. So now let's make that thing happen. So by far now we can go under this method, and here on tapping over it, we are uploading the following story image under our Firebase storage. So here let's have our when complete phrase, and here under our when complete phrase, first of all let's make the following thing to be asynchronous. And here under the following thing, I can simply await for Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection. Let's create a new collection of all the stories, and under the following collection, I can simply have that is document of the following user who has uploaded the following story. For that, I can simply say a provider dot off, and here under the following off, I can simply say authentication. And here let's have listen property to false, and after that let's get the user UID. So here when the following thing will be completed, let's have our set data method, and here under this, alright, format document first. So here under set data, first of all we shall be simply requiring the image of the following story. So for that, I can simply say provider dot off for all the story helpers, alright, a story helper. And here let's have listen property to false, alright, a false, and after that let's get story image URL. So once we have done our getting thing of URL, let's have username. For username, I can copy the entire provider thing, paste it here, but here let's have Firebase operations, and after that let's have get init username. We shall be also requiring the user image of the following user who has uploaded the following story. So here let's have user, alright, user image, and here let's get init user image, and after that let's have somewhat time thing under quotes. So here let's have time for timestamp dot now, and after that let's have the final thing, that is user UID. So now let's paste everything here. Alright, let's remove this thing, and here let's have authentication, and here let's have get init user ID, that is get user UID. So now we can do one thing, copy the entire await method from here and have a try block. So under try, let's paste everything here, and after that let's get the following error. So here let's have e, and under error I can simply say print e.toString. Easy thing. So once we have done this, format document first. Also here we can simply assert for a when complete phrase, when the following method shall be completed, we shall be simply navigate the user to the home page. Why not? So here let's have navigator dot push replacement, and here under push replacement for a root I can have a page transition. Under my entire page transition, first of all let's have a child. So here first of all let's have a type, why not? So here let's have a page transition type from bottom to up. Alright, an extra bracket. Also let's have a child for home page. Easy thing. So format document once. So now once we have done the following changes, we can also do one thing, that is copy the entire await state one more time. I promise you this will be a last time. And here first of all I shall be simply asserting an if condition. So here let's have a provider dot off for a context of story helper, and here let's have listen property to false, and after that let's get story image URL. Now the following story image URL should not be equal to null. If the following thing shall not be equal to null, we shall be simply carry out our entire process, else we can have our else block. So here let's have our else block. Alright, let's have our else block here. So here under my else block I can simply return a show model bottom sheet for re-uploading the following image. So here first of all let's have a context for a context, and after that let's have a builder as in a form of a context. So here I can simply return a container. Under this container it shall be also requiring a child for a center. It will be also having simply a single child for material button. So under my material button I can have a child to be a text, and here let's have a new optional text for upload data, not data but a story. Easy thing. So now let's have somewhat styling to it for a text style. Let's have somewhat color for constant colors of white. Let's have a font weight for font weight of bold. Let's have a font size of 16. Easy. And here we shall be requiring an on press property. So here on pressing over it, I can go at the top, copy the entire thing, that is copy the entire thing from await till page transition. Let's make the following thing to be asynchronous and paste it here. So here on, that is on tapping over it, we can go at the top at our entire process of setting data. So here I can simply copy the entire thing and paste under our on press property. So format document once, and here on tapping over it let's paste everything here. So now on tapping over it we can copy the entire Firebase thing and paste it here. Easy. So once we have done this, let's add a when complete phrase to it as well. So here let's have when complete phrase, and here when complete the following method we should be navigate the user to the next screen, that is our home page. So let's paste the following thing here and format document first. So now once everything is done from here, let's test it out. But before testing it out, let's have somewhat decoration to our entire container for a box decoration, and here let's have a color for constant colors of dark. Easy thing. So once we have done this, let's try it out finally. So here I can go back, and now let's try it out by opening our debug console. Alright, let's go under gallery. Let's go under this image, why not? Easy, upload the following image. Let's check our entire debug console. So now we are now navigated to our home screen. So I think we should keep it all for today, cause the following tutorial is going quite long and I need to complete the following thing explaining to you step by step. So in the next tutorial we shall be carrying out the operation of retrieving all of the stories and showing them under a proper format that every story looks. So with that said, if you have loved this tutorial, please hit that like button, smash that like button. Also comment down something good or bad that you have may loved or hated of the following tutorial. I love feedbacks, just improve me. Also if you are not connected with me on my Instagram, please follow me there. I will be sharing quick updates over there of all the further updates of tutorials. So with that said, I will see you in the next one while carrying out further operations over our Dust stories. Till then, have a good day, goodbye.